In this complete Laravel 11 e-commerce tutorial series, we're going to build a complete e-commerce website which is going to have every kind of feature it needs. In this video, we will discuss about our database structure, like how many tables going to be in our database and what's the relation going to be with each of the database table and what's the field going to be in every table. Okay, we'll discuss about the feature which is going to be in our project. Okay, and then we'll talk about what we use in Laravel and why I will use mostly Livewire inside of my project. Hey everyone, welcome back to ASIBUR, and yeah, this is the best series going to be start in YouTube, where we will build a complete Laravel e-commerce website using Laravel 11, Livewire, and all the advanced feature which Laravel 11 gifted us. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Remember, one video every week I will upload in this series, in which I will teach you how to build a complete Laravel e-commerce website. Now let me show you what are the features going to be in my project. Okay, so first of all, in my project there's going to be complete user management. You know, I'm a guy who loves multi-authentication, and yeah, my channel mostly known for that, right? So yeah, first of all, we will have a complete multi-authentication system in our project, which is going to include the user registration, admin registration, okay, then vendor registration. Okay, so there's going to be three different kinds of user in our project. One is admin, that means super admin, that means you, the site owner, and then another going to be the customer, okay, and another going to be the for vendor. Okay, admin will be able to create any kinds of post or any kinds of product listing, and the vendor also will able to publish his store and sell different kinds of product. At the same time, customer will be able to check different kinds of product, and then he can buy or she can buy any product, give a review, okay, taste it, blah blah blah. Next, in this section we will have user registration, login, user profile setup, user profile update with different information, password reset option, and user role management. Next, we will have product management, where going to be product listing, then product category, product attribute, product review and rating, and product inventory management, obviously. And this inventory will able to update by only vendor, because vendor knows that in his store how many product available or not. Okay, and that's going to be twist, like user will able to whatever you can say, like simply give report to any of the vendor or any of the vendor product, and the admin will able to review it and make it delisted. Okay, then we will have water management, which is going to be have shopping cart, checkout process, water tracking. It's not going to be like live location tracking, but it's going to be like there's different kinds of status going to be update time by time, like whenever vendor update, like he packed the product, okay, we will display that to our customer, and then he shipped the product, we display to the customer, and so far so. Okay, and then again, there's going to be water history and payment integration. We will show you PayPal and Stripe integration. Okay, we will use both sandbox to show you the proper way to do that. Okay, then payment processing and transaction management. Now, what we will do if the payment is failed, what we will do if the payment is success, okay, or the payment is pending. We will show you everything step by step. We will have shipping method. Based on that, we will have rates calculation, like there's going to be A, B, C different shipping option. If you choose the shipping A, what going to be the cost? If you choose the shipping B, what going to be the cost? If you choose the shipping C, what going to be the cost? We will discuss that. Okay, then admin panel. In admin panel, we will have dashboard with analytics, like how many product, how many sales, how many vendor, how many shops, etc, etc. Okay, then admin able to manage any user, he able to ban or restrict any user, either he is a customer or a vendor. Then product management, admin able to delete, delist, okay, or do anything with product. And then water management and check reports. customer service, we will have a contact from live chat integration. Okay, we will show you how to do that in Laravel 11 as well, and frequently asked option. And lastly, we will have discount management, then coupon management, then sending welcome mail to user. Okay, SEO, then other whitelist option, notification option, you blah blah blah. That's all going to be different kinds of feature in our project. Now move to the different table. We using DB diagram to show you the relationship between different table. Like whenever I hover over into user table, you can see with our user table there's going to be a relationship with roles table, product table, then product review table, border table, and if I go below, you can see it's going to be having a relationship with you can say like with card table. Okay, blah blah blah. Fine. Next, in user table we will have the different kinds of fields like user ID, name, email, password, and role ID. In role table we will have ID, role name, and created at, updated at. And then in product table we will have product ID, name, description, price. Product category table we will have ID, category name, category parent ID. And there's going to be another thing like we will have product image table, which will include product ID, then image ID. Okay, and I will enable multi-image upload option for each product, like 7 or 8 or 10, and that image is going to be stored into that product image table. Okay, then there's going to be a product attribute table, which is going to include product ID, then attribute name, then attribute value. Okay, product attribute table is going to include product ID, user ID, rating, review, etc. Then there's going to be water table have ID, then user ID, total amount, payment status, shipment status, etc. Then water item table we will have ID, water ID, product ID, quantity, price, and so on. Card table we will have a card ID, user ID, and then card item table we will have ID, card ID, product ID, quantity, and so on. In discount table we will have the discount ID, discount code, discount amount, expiry date. Okay, based on expiry date there's going to be validation. Wish list table we will have ID, user ID. Payment table we will have ID, order ID, payment method, payment status, transaction ID, and so on. Shipping table we will have ID, order ID, shipping method, shipping status, and tracking number. Lastly, whitelist wish list item we will have ID, wish list ID, product ID, and one option is missing here. That's going to be the user ID. For that user this wish list is going to be made, so that's also necessary. So this is going to be the basic structure of our different table and the relationship between them. If you want to see that, you will possibly share it. Okay, I can log in and create a link of it, and I will share it in the video description so that you will be able to see the relationship between different table which we will have in this project. Okay, nice. I will update it, and you will also see the update version as well. Depending on the project which when I build it, we will update it as well. Now my friend, in this project I will also share the code, but not the complete code. I will share day by day code, like every day whatever I code I will share that option to download, but not the complete code. And every single week I will upload one single video or maybe two, so that you will able to go through it. You watch the video whole week, practice it, okay, and we move on to the next week. And during this series we will use Laravel 11, and inside of the series mostly we will use Livewire to make our project more dynamic and powerful. Now let's move on and install our Laravel first. So simply, first of all, I'm going to here type cmd and then .php composer create project Laravel /Laravel, and our project name going to be ecom or ecom. That means 11 e-commerce. Okay, let's do it. And based on your internet connection it will take time. For me it takes sometimes 40 seconds, sometimes 2 minutes or more than that. Okay, so after it installs successfully we will come back again. Now my friend, follow this tutorial series, I must request you to watch some basic video about Livewire. There's so many video available in YouTube about Livewire. Like, you don't need to know too much about Livewire, but at least to watch like how to create a Livewire component, how to load it into Laravel, and then how to control Livewire controller. Okay, this kind of thing, that's going to be okay for us. Okay, and this is the problem. In this section my code got stuck, or it takes some time, so let's wait. All right, so our Laravel installed successfully. Now let's take us to the project directory cd el ecom, I think so, yeah, and the code dot to open it to VS Code, and let me show you the project structure, sorry, file structure, God's sake. All right, so this is the file structure, and nothing new actually here. App, HTTP model. In HTTP folder we have only like controller right now. Previously there's so many other things, but right now there's nothing else than controller. Then we have model folder. Inside of that we can get the model files. Then we have provider folder. Then necessary file is in this section called database, and here migration, and we will able to see all our migration file. In the seeder file we will able to do the database seeding if we need, and then in the resource view we will have all the view files. In routes web.php we will have all the web routes, and .env file going to be the file where we will make the database connection. Yeah, that's it. In our next video, okay, we will create a video about Laravel 11 multi-authentication. That's going to be part of our this series video as well, where I will show you how to create multi-authentication system using Laravel. And Breeze, we will modify Breeze to create role option. By default there's no role option in Breeze, but we will create that to create multi-authentication system. So yeah, take care. I will see you in the next video, and have a good day.